Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0496 is specific to the Honda Civic models from 2006 to 2011 and indicates an issue with the evaporation EVAP system, specifically referring to a high purge flow condition. This fault code suggests that there might be excessive vapor flow from the EVAP canister, triggering the vehicle's onboard computer to register an error. The EVAP system is critical in managing fuel vapors from the fuel tank, routing them to the engine to be burned rather than released into the atmosphere. To diagnose this issue accurately, it is crucial to first collect any freeze frame data available, as it captures the conditions during the fault occurrence. Additionally, any onboard snapshots should be reviewed to understand better the context in which the error arose. The entire troubleshooting process will guide you through narrowing down the possible causes, focusing on various components within the EVAP system that could be malfunctioning. The P0496 code indicates a high purge flow in the EVAP system, which is integral to controlling emissions. Key components involved in this error include the EVAP canister purge valve, responsible for allowing fuel vapors to be drawn into the engine for combustion. The fuel tank pressure, FTP, sensor monitors the pressure within the fuel tank to ensure optimal vapor management. The EVAP canister vent shut valve allows or restricts airflow to the canister. All these components work in harmony, situated under the vehicle, near the fuel tank, and in the engine bay. The Engine Control Module, ECM, or Powertrain Control Module, PCM, interprets signals from these sensors and valves to regulate the EVAP system's operation. Identifying any faulty components will be crucial in resolving the high purge flow error. Several potential causes could lead to the P0496 error code being triggered. A common issue could be a faulty EVAP canister purge valve, which may not close properly, allowing excess vapor flow. Alternatively, poor connections or loose terminals at the FTP sensor, the EVAP canister purge valve, the EVAP canister vent shut valve, or the ECM/PCM might disrupt the correct functioning of the system, leading to erroneous readings. The FTP sensor itself could also be malfunctioning, leading the system to believe there is a higher pressure than there actually is. Lastly, any issues with the Engine Control Module, ECM, or Powertrain Control Module, PCM, could affect the entire operation of the EVAP system, leading to high purge flow detection. Identifying the root cause involves systematic troubleshooting. The symptoms associated with the P0496 code can manifest in several ways. The most immediate indicator is likely to be the illumination of the check engine light, CEL, on the dashboard, signaling a problem within the vehicle systems. Additionally, a vehicle experiencing this issue may fail emissions testing due to improper vapor management, which violates emissions regulations. Drivers might notice a fuel smell, particularly when getting out of the vehicle, indicating that fuel vapors are not being contained adequately. Furthermore, engine performance issues may arise, including rough idling or poor acceleration, as the engine struggles to manage the vapor that should be regulated by the EVAP system. Addressing these symptoms promptly is crucial for both performance and regulatory compliance. The first step in troubleshooting the P0496 code involves interacting with the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system. Start by turning the ignition switch to the on position without starting the engine. This action powers the vehicle's electronic systems, allowing for diagnostic procedures. Next, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTC. This software tool provides a means to reset the computer and may offer insights into additional error codes if present. Following this, perform the EVAP function test as found in the inspection menu of the HDS. This test determines if the EVAP system is functioning correctly. If the results are satisfactory, it may suggest that the issue is intermittent, and you should check for poor connections or loose terminals in critical components. After conducting the EVAP function test, you must assess the results carefully. If the result is okay, this indicates that the system is functioning correctly at that moment. In this case, the P0496 code may have resulted from an intermittent failure, which can happen due to temporary issues such as loose electrical connections. It's essential to investigate further by checking for poor connections or loose terminals, particularly at the fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor, the EVAP canister purge valve, and the ECM/PCM. However, if the test result is not satisfactory, this points to a deeper issue with the system. In this scenario, you should proceed to step 4 for replacement of potentially faulty components. In this step, you will prepare to replace the component likely responsible for the fault. First, turn the ignition switch to the lock 0 position. This action ensures that all electrical systems are powered down before performing any repairs, minimizing the risk of electrical shock or damage. Following this, you will replace the EVAP canister purge valve. This valve is typically located within the engine compartment and may be connected with vacuum lines that allow fuel vapors to enter the combustion chamber. A faulty valve can lead to excessive purge flow, so replacing it is crucial in resolving the DTC P0496 issue. After replacing the EVAP canister purge valve, you need to reactivate the vehicle's electronic systems. Turn the ignition switch to the on-I position, which will power the onboard systems. Next, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to reset the engine control module, ECM, or powertrain control module, PCM. This is a critical step, as it clears any old data or error codes stored in the system and prepares the ECM, PCM for fresh readings and evaluations. The reset allows the module to start anew with the updated component. Following this, it is vital to proceed with the idle learn procedure to help the engine management system adjust to the new configuration. Once you have reset the ECM-PCM, the next important action is to perform the ECM-PCM idle learn procedure. This process allows the powertrain control system to recalibrate itself to the new settings after changes have been made. Properly calibrating the idle is essential for optimal engine performance. Following the idle learn, it is imperative to conduct the EVAP function test again using the HDS. This final test evaluates whether the repairs made have resolved the high purge flow condition. The last set of results will determine whether the issue has been resolved or if further inspection is needed, particularly for electrical connections and other sensitive components. After performing the final EVAP function test, it is crucial to evaluate the results immediately. If the result is confirmed to be okay, this indicates that the issue has been resolved and the vehicle is functioning as expected. At this stage, the troubleshooting process is complete. However, if the test result continues to show a problem, it suggests that there may still be unresolved issues within the EVAP system. In such a case, it is essential to check again for poor connections or loose terminals at critical components that may not be functioning correctly. Continuing to ensure all electrical connections are secure can help eliminate recurring faults. To prevent issues such as DTC P0496 from occurring in the future, implementing a standard preventive maintenance program is essential. Regular inspections of the electrical connections related to the EVAP system can mitigate potential problems before they arise. This includes checking the connections at the FTP sensor, the purge valve, and the vent shut valve for signs of wear or corrosion. Timely replacement of any faulty components can also help maintain the integrity of the EVAP system, reducing the risk of high purge flow conditions. Furthermore, performing routine diagnostic evaluations with tools like the HDS will ensure that the vehicle systems are operating within their expected parameters, allowing for early identification of abnormalities. In summary, the DTC P0496 code highlights a high purge flow condition within the EVAP system of the 2006 to 2011 Honda Civic. Understanding the key components involved, such as the EVAP canister purge valve and the FTP sensor, is critical for effective troubleshooting. The steps outlined guide you through diagnosing the issue systematically, allowing for thorough evaluations and component replacements when necessary. Preventive maintenance practices ensure ongoing functionality and help avoid unexpected faults in the future. Timely diagnostics and repairs are crucial to maintaining vehicle performance and emission compliance, contributing to a healthier environment and overall vehicle reliability. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.